out here. I just want you to understand one thing, okay?
You're the law enforcement. You're not the feelings police.
I'm not law enforcement.
You're not feelings police. But right now you're representing law enforcement.
I want you guys to understand one thing, okay? We're just out here for a call for service. We're just coming out here in a simple matter where we're just asking you, hey guys, look.
You're asking, absolutely. Asking. There's a difference between asking and giving me a lawful order. There's a difference, and I can decline. Yeah, I did, because I respect the police, but I don't respect when you try to go above your authority. What's your name and your badge number? First Amendment, you ever heard of it?
And it's for serving the neighbors. And in addition to that, you guys have a gathering of over 10 people here on the property, and that's against the the Broward County emergency order.
If everybody don't live here, right?
I'm sorry, excuse me.
If everyone don't live here.
It's against the emergency order that you're not supposed to have a gathering of over 10 people on a property.
Can you prove everybody don't live here?
Sure.
How can you prove that?
We have the police department here. They can ask for ID.
But we don't have to give it. Florida Penal Code 901.151 states the only time we have to present ID is when we suspected of committing a crime or about to commit a crime. We're in the process of committing a crime. That's not a crime. That's an ordinance. That is not a crime.
It's an arrest.
This is a political event that we're exercising our First Amendment activity. We're celebrating the last election.
So
we're celebrating our candidate.
Turned down? You're saying the music won't get turned down?
Not unless you
No. If it turns back up, like it did last time when we were here.
What's gonna happen?
And you said that you were gonna turn it back up even though you don't reside here.
How do you know I don't reside here?
You know.
How do you know I don't reside here?
This is good right here, right? Am I wrong?
Well, that's what I said last time. And it was low and everything was fine. And then Nick decided to come up to me and say, well, we know the ordinance, so
yeah, we're gonna turn it back up.
We're turning it back up.
I'm gonna turn it back up.
Okay, that's fine. So now code enforcement's out here.
Okay.
We're explaining.
But you gotta explain the law. Show me the law. Show me the law on First Amendment gatherings where we're actively protesting and gathering the presidency of the United States of America. This is our political rally.
Okay.
Now you show me an ordinance where my First Amendment has a decimal point.
Did you know that city ordinances are more restrictive than state statute?
Do you know that law trumps ordinance? Do you know that the Constitution trumps all laws?
City ordinances are more
The United States Constitution, that's the reason they made it the First Amendment. That's the reason they made it number one. Freedom of expression.
If it's like this, we have no issues. And we're gonna stop getting
Well, we don't care if you have issues or not. When I get back on there, I'm going to turn it up.
You're not gonna pay their citation.
I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to turn it up. Because I'm going to exercise my First Amendment right to exercise my free speech.
Because then...
What's your name and your badge number?
Officer, my top was 2029.
What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Hirsch, 559.
And your name?
I'm Manny Garcia with the
And what's your personnel number?
I'm sorry?
Your personnel number?
149.
And you are?
Officer Miller, 305.
Thank you. Okay, let it be known that this is a political rally, that we're exercising our First Amendment free speech, and there is absolutely no decimal level in the United States Constitution.
Even though there's a Dolphins game at 4:05, everybody's wearing Dolphin stuff.
That's what you're protesting, maybe, but we're celebrating and rallying to doing our First Amendment activities.
Guys, I want to state something, okay? We're only out here because we're getting calls out here. I just want you to understand one thing, okay?
You're the law enforcement. You're not the feelings police.
I'm not law enforcement.
You're not feelings police. But right now you're representing law enforcement.
I want you guys to understand one thing, okay? We're just out here for a call for service. We're just coming out here in a simple matter where we're just asking you, hey guys, look.
You're asking, absolutely. Asking. There's a difference between asking and giving me a lawful order. There's a difference, and I can decline. Yeah, I did, because I respect the police, but I don't respect when you try to go above your authority and step on our constitutional rights. To gather, we have a right to gather. An ordinance is not a law. Ordinance is not a law.
More restrictive than the law.
But it's not a law. Only the legislature can pass law.
You can't go to jail for a city ordinance violation.
It's not a crime.
Is that what you're saying? You can't
It's
go
not
to
a
jail for a
crime.
city ordinance violation?
Certain, maybe.
Okay. No. It's
But not
it's
for
maybe.
freedom of
It's not
expression.
maybe, it's yes.
Not for freedom of expression.
Okay.
Not for freedom of expression.
So guys, before we don't want this to escalate, okay?
Okay, it shouldn't escalate. They should de-escalate. They're not the feelings police. They're law enforcers.
Allow me to speak now, okay? That's what we're doing. Like I said, we're just out here because
What's the law?
we're responding to a service call, okay? We want to be civil about the whole thing. We want just to create peace. You know
We do
what I mean?
too. Just respect
So-
our constitutional rights, and everything will be good.
The only thing that we're asking is that the music stays down, so we don't have any other issues.
Okay, so what's passing to your level of down? We can't go no higher than that?
I'm sorry?
We can't go no higher than that. Is there a certain limit where you guys are going to come back and arrest us for an ordinance? What's the decimal?
Well, we issue citations for
Okay,
the
but what's the
decibel.
decimal before we get the citation?
It's, if I'm not mistaken, it is between 55 and 65.
So come measure it now.
It's not how it works.
So, oh, you just can hear it and tell?
We don't listen. So if you
Come
want-
measure it so we can get it up there and we'll leave it there at your level.
Explain it to you.
No, I
Measure-
want to
we
see
measure
because
the
you.
decimal from the house where the person's complaining. So it's not directly from your backyard.
Okay, so go to the house
So
where the person's
person that's
complaining.
complaining that is trying to
Go to the
relax
house
on
where the
their
person's
Sunday,
complaining, and then let us know where the decimal point at that reaches his level, so we can be in compliance.
Or you could just keep it like this, which is.
Or we can
great.
just turn it up until the appropriate decimal level. Which
Well,
one?
You were already explained to keep it down.
Right,
So-
and I was already.
so
You
we're-
had already
so
explained
we're
that
not-
we're
not gonna
exercising
sit
our
here- we're not gonna
constitutional
sit here and
rights.
argue back and say, you know what, we're going to let
That's
you
not
know
your
how
job to
loud
argue
it
with
can
me.
be.
Your
Correct.
job is to enforce the law.
Correct. So
And if
I'm
there's
not
no
gonna
law
come back
being
here.
broken, then guess what? You have no purpose.
Nick, I'm not going to come back here.
My name
and I'm
is
not-
Big Nick right
Okay.
now.
I'm not
Respect
gonna come
me.
back here, and I'm not going to sit there and say, hey, by the way, it didn't reach our decimal, so you guys can raise it a little. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
You guys are being.
Then how you gonna
cautioned
enforce
right
it then?
now
Then how you gonna enforce it?
By doing what we need to do, where we need to do it.
Okay, and then we're gonna have somebody
if
able
you
to
want
witness
avoid,
that.
If you
Okay,
want to
then,
avoid
y'all.
citations,
Okay.
if you would
Come
like
on,
to
y'all.
avoid
Everybody in the
citations,
back,
I suggest you
please.
keep it here.
Everybody in the
and
back.
we'll-
Well, we won't keep it
Everybody
here.
in the
That's
back.
absolutely too low. We won't keep it here. But what you say about 55 decibels?
60 decibels
60 decibels.
between
All
7
right.
a.m. and 10 p.m.
Oh, between 7 a.m. and 10. So within that. So we can get it up to 60 decibels now.
Well, I mean, we would have to take a measurement and stuff like that.
Well, let's take a measurement.
Okay, not a problem.
Let's go. Well, that's how it's going to work today. How you going to tell this man how to do his
We'll
job?
do your measurement for you, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Everybody, please, in the back.
All right, as you can see, they're standing right there in the huddle, no doubt trying to figure out something they can harass us on. It's been about 20 minutes. I asked them to go get the decibel meter reader. They haven't come back yet. I don't know what they're doing, but if they don't come back, we're going to end the video here. But if they do come back, we're going to show the reading, and we're going to stay within that level because we are here to celebrate and have a good time. So we'll see. So stay tuned, guys. All right, so you can see we're about to do the decimal reading.
What are you trying to do right now?
So we're gonna do the decimal reading.
Okay,
so
that's
you
fine.
guys can see what kind of level is acceptable and reasonable within the municipal
Absolutely,
ordinance.
absolutely.
Okay, so
I'm playing some with some real bass.
So,
No, I'm just messing.
just so you know, the complainant is coming from the house right behind.
I know, but here's the thing. I just see them, you know,
jets,
when the
yeah.
jets were flying over, they came out with their cameras, and that shit was so loud, it was ridiculous.
I do not care.
I know.
I do not care that your music's loud.
I know.
You know how many
gotta care,
house
you
you
gotta
know how
care.
many house parties I've been to?
Absolutely.
You understand?
I know.
But when we got somebody calling and complaining, and they continuously call and complain, at some point we got to do what we got to do.
Absolutely.
So we want to get you guys in the level where you guys can be at,
Okay.
and then I can just tell the person that's calling, hey, they're within their rights, they're doing what they're doing,
And that's the end of that.
and that's the end of that.
Absolutely.
But if we leave and you guys turn it up more,
We'll turn it up. We get to
We'll
that
keep
point.
it at-
Get to
exactly.
that point.
because
I'm gonna play
I know you can set it, right?
Yeah, I can say it wherever you want.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that.
I'm gonna play this song here because. Hold on. Tell me when you ready.
I'm going to turn it off for copyright. Well, no, I just muted it out. They're going down. Wow.
Yeah, it's got to be
You
at
already
6.
turn up?
We want you at 65. Right now, it's at 67.
I get one of the YouTube out of the house, man.
Are you really? I mean, right next door to it, right next to the speakers.
Keep in mind, we usually do this at the property line from the complainant, okay?
So where's it at right now? Let's go a little bit higher than that. We have discretion.
Yeah, this is my first time.
Let's go a little bit higher than that.
Hey, that's good right there, Lim. That's good right there. Set it with bass. Set it with bass. Nah, you got to give her more discussion than that. Now I'm working with you. We working with you, but you got to.
Now they're getting warm. He makes his money off trying to get us out here and get everybody fired up, right? Yeah. So
hold on. Don't do not talk to my brother like that. You're wrong. Well, he don't want to talk anymore. I'm going to overtalk you. I'm going to overtalk you because all I want you to do is uphold the Constitution. All I want you to do is uphold the Constitution. He don't answer questions. You don't answer questions.
You already said what
I'm going to be on here more than him. I'm going to be on it more than him, so address that to me.
Right now, you're above the ordinance level. You're above the ordinance level.
Not from the property line. You didn't touch from the property line.
That won't bother them.
Okay, we're good.
So right now, technically, you're still higher than where you're allowed to be.
We're good.
But we're not. It's good enough for them.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
So
We're
just
good.
so you know, if we
I know
keep it at that, we're good.
We're good.
What he's trying to explain is you've been.
I know what he's trying to explain.
We don't want to take your stuff.
I don't.
We don't.
And you don't know how I make my money.
and it's you that gets in trouble, not him.
No, it's me. This is my equipment.
It's his. But here's
It's my equipment. So you don't even know what you're talking about.
Hold on.
But he's the one running it.
Hold on.
But no, I'm running it.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Here's hold on, officer. You said your piece. And you said what it needs to be.
I just want you to understand.
I understand.
I want you to be confused.
You guys enjoy your time.
It's done.
We don't want to come back out here because
Okay,
we want you to have fun.
It's done.
We have a job to do.
You gotta respect me. It's done. It's done. It's done, officer. It's done.
And that's called the walk of shame.
Look, Nick, I feel you, Nick.
Go Biden!
Once again, there's only so much I can do as far as standing up for our constitutional rights when I'm not the property owner. So, you know, I have to respect the wishes of the homeowner. But still, I feel like it's a win because we compromised. We wasn't ordered, we compromised because we chose to. So in the end, the Constitution still prevails. Big Nick, South Florida accountability. Out. 7-0, you're gonna be my YouTube star, Ramirez. Cause all you have to do is just shut your mouth and let me do what I do. Big Nick.
Big Nick, you don't look so big, bro. Keep watching.
I'm a lot bigger than your little ass.